Now, before anybody starts, let me just say that this is not my glowing 5-star endorsement for Hazbin Hotel as a series. I am very well aware of the problems. If there's problems and you know about them, I also know about them. So just getting that out of the way first. Ever since I found out about this series, well, the pilot a few years ago, and trust me, I found it out just from the pilot. Like, I was scrolling YouTube and I saw a bunch of people talking about this hell thing, and I clicked on the video and I watched the whole thing and I was like, oh, not for anything about the less ethical qualities, but particularly because of the musical theater, the goofiness in general, and there's a lot of fun gimmicks at play here. But man, something that has irked me since I first saw the pilot has been this character's design, Alastor, the radio demon. God, that is a lot of red for one character. It's inexcusable how much red this character has. I have always absolutely despised it, as well as a few other annoying details. It's just always been like a really clunky, over-detailed design. It's got so much visual noise going on in every aspect. The hair, don't even get me started on the hair. What is that? What is that? Just, what? He's got like a Karen haircut, but in the worst imaginable way, with these weird tufts at the top that they weren't even originally ears. If they're not ears, what the hell are they? But no. I'm gonna assume from the show itself and from my own interpretation, they are irrefutably ears. This character is themed after deers, which is supposed to be a sort of morbid irony based on the way he died and the fact that he was like a serial killer with a hunting sort of flair to him. Yeah, he died supposedly, the last time I checked, from being accidentally shot and mistaken for a deer while he was out at night in the bayou. That's where he grew up. So there's a lot of things that I feel like are missing for this sort of ironic take on the character. I wanted to add a few things like orange. I added a lot of orange to the design. Safety orange is something that hunters like to wear, especially when they're hunting at night, so this sort of thing does not happen. Of course, I don't know if that still existed in the 1920s or 1930 or whenever he was supposed to have died in canon, but it's still fun and ironic. And you can see I added a little guy in the corner there. That's my interpretation of how I would have designed the character if it was my job to design the character. He wouldn't have been about as tall and Tumblr sexy man twink type as he is to the left there, and in his normal design. I don't like it when characters are stick thin like that, but they also have like a lot of focus around eating and food. He's a cannibal. I feel like that's important to recognize, so I felt like it was appropriate to give him just a little bit more meat to him. Makes more sense to me. Plus, a friend recognized that it would be a good idea to like make him just maybe a little bit smaller and chubbier, like he looks less overtly threatening when you take a look at the guy. He probably wasn't super threatening in life, was he? I mean, he was a radio show host. I gave him reading glasses in the top right there, but I kept his monocle for the main redesign. These, monocles are fun. I think it's cute. I just think more realistically, the guy would probably just be wearing reading glasses. So, yeah, I focused a lot on colors here, but there's other aspects that I added. Like, I just gave him hooves. I know his normal design, he's probably got hooves under those weird little shoes, but I just gave him, why not make hooves shoes? I think that's fun. He also has a tail and deer ears. Just give him more animal aspects. I don't see why not. And with the whole smile thing, never fully dressed without a smile. That's the main gimmick of the character. There's way too many freaking gimmicks in this character, I swear to God. Gotta remove some of those gimmicks. There's a lot of stuff here that's very problematic, like the idea of adding voodoo, the idea of I can't even say the word because it's not my right to say the word. Yeah, he's got some of that in him too. I just, throw some of that out the window. We're good. We got deer, we got radio. We don't need much more than that. Hunter, deer, radio. That's good. That's all three. But, so I added those three and I made them pretty clear. He's got hoof bits obvious in his design. I made his little radio microphone into a pentagram with an eye in the middle. He's got like a big smile on his face all the time, that's like his thing, but honestly I think that if you have a huge, creepy, sharp-toothed smile all the time, it sort of lessens the impact. It's more impactful if he does that sometimes, like has this huge, scary grin on his face sometimes, but not all the time. You know, if he's smiling all the time just with a little closed mouth smile, like he's calm, he's confident, he knows exactly what he's doing, but then every now and then, boom, big sharp-toothed yellow smile, that's cool, I like that. So I implied that there would be more of that there. Sorry if I'm slurring my words a little bit more often here, I just got braces. They're a little bit a lot. And I'm using this video narration as an opportunity to practice, you know, just warm up a little bit before I do a couple auditions. That's basically my thoughts on the character on a whole. I think the vibe of the character is very fun. I enjoy watching him. I'm excited to see what happens more in the series, even though I am very, very critical of it, just as a rule, based on all of the stuff about the whole process and a lot of the ethical concerns that I have with some of their choices. But, you know, it's good to be critical of the things that you enjoy in any small respect. So, I'm wondering what's gonna happen. I'm still annoyed by the character design, and I always will be, but in my head he looks like this. I did a little screenshot redraw here just so you could see the character, what he would look like in the show. I don't know how well I did with replicating the show's art style. It's not like I didn't try as hard as I could have, and he looks a little bit too crisp, but you know, what can you do? So yeah, that's basically all I have to say about that. I hope you enjoy!
And that one is you. No other will do.
Attention all sinners, Alastor here.
And Charlie.
And we're pleased as punch to tell you about the new Hazbin Hotel.
Actually, it's the Happy
Wonderful,
Hotel.
now listen up. What would you do if I said there's a place for you? A place completely free of shame and doubt.
Well, just about.
What would you do if you could start it all anew? Well, come to our hotel and you'll find out. You will not want for anything, we'll take it all away.
No, actually, we'll give you things, 'cause stealing's not okay.
Like beds of nails and swarms of bugs.
Or cupcakes and a bunch of hugs.
We'll make them pay.
They'll want to stay,
Don't scare them all away. We may not agree on everything as far as we can tell, but we both want this new venture to do well. So with her passion
And his power.
and this rinky-dink hotel, we might just bring some heaven to hell.
It's clear to me that you're just looking for control. It's definitely getting out of hand.
I agree.
So before we go and tell another tired, tortured soul, I think we need to come up with a plan.
Good idea. We'll ship them in and dress them up and make them look the part.
Well, actually, we probably should help them change their heart.
By teasing them and baiting them.
Or rehabilitating them.
Boil them, baste them, slice them up and serve them a la carte.
That's horrible.
Don't be such a princess.
Go to hell.
Already there, darling. We may not agree on everything as far as we can tell, but we both want this new venture to do well. So with her passion
And his power.
and this rinky-dink hotel, we might just bring some heaven to hell. One more time for the demons in the back. With our passion and our power and this rinky-dink hotel, we might just bring some heaven to hell. Want some hors d'oeuvres?
I'll pass.
Yeah!
Thank you. I'm here for all eternity.